Yeah. January 31st, 2022, man. Welcome to another episode of 101 with AV, episode 4, man. You knew it had to happen, bro. You knew it had to happen. I wanted to I wanted to have this man on for a long time. Obviously, if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys like the video. And the man next to me needs no introduction to the people who rock with me, but he is an author, he is a mentor, content creator, a quote unquote dating coach, a brother, man of many talents. Please welcome the Afi Kingdom podcast. What's good with you, bro?
What's going on, man? Just steady grinding, man. Trying to get to that next step, you know.
Absolutely, man. Yo, well, first things first, man. This is an honor for me. This is an honor for me because you took a chance on me, and I definitely would like you to reintroduce yourself to the world because I know you. You're a friend of mine, business partner, and I know you are in the midst of transitioning, right? And I
Right.
know a lot of people know you as the dating coach of the year, two-time winning. I know a lot of people know you as being the real one, a real one, positive cat. If you don't mind, Afi, reintroduce yourself, who you are today, not who people know you to be, but who you are today, if you don't mind.
Uh, I'm a person who takes pride in inspiring people to believe in themselves and to um, really get obsessed with their goals. This is where I'm at, not just as far as YouTube, but as far as life. um, getting locked in to the point. It's not necessarily for money or fame or anything like that, but we only live our life once, so you got to get to a point where you just got to go for it. You got to jump in the water, whatever that is. If it's a relationship, if it's life, um, you cannot hope for great things to happen. So what you got to do is you got to put yourself in position and mentally to accept what you want your blessing to be. And
Mm.
I want all my blessings in life, and I know what I'm here to do
Mhm.
in the world. You know what I'm saying? And just halfway there, I've already made a statement, and just through books and through content, I live forever, and I want to continue to better myself. And luckily for me, um, a lot of my the important parts are documented. You know what I mean? So not only can you see where I go, you can also take time out to see where I've been and just see my evolution of change. You know,
That's the real receipt. That's what the young cats say, real receipts, man. That's so you said something so important, man. And I'm just gonna cut to it, man. Who told you, Afi, that you can write books? Who told you that you was gonna be some cat influencing the world? Did you always believe that you could do great things, that you were always destined, or did something occur that made you realize that your purpose was bigger than what you're doing right now?
you know, I'm gonna say God told me, man. I mean, God talked to me for a long time, but I didn't want to listen to him.
Mm.
Want to listen to him. I thought what I knew and what I wanted was greater than what he seen from me. And once I tapped in with him, he grabbed my hand, he showed me another way. And as I continue to keep going, um, everything just gets more clear. Everything is getting more clear. My purpose is clear. My vision is clear. Where I'm going is clear. And but it's only my prescription, so only I can see it, or maybe people with similar prescriptions. So I'm at a point in time where, I'm just following the spirits, man, and just manifesting what I want in life, out of life, manifesting the tribe that I need to do that, and also paying it forward. There's a lot of hating in the space and just a lot of crazy stuff, and
Right.
pulling out who got the bigger what, and it's like, man, that's not my vibe, bro. Like, a lot of these guys on YouTube or whatever, they have a sense of thinking they're authority. Like who are
Right.
you to say what's good, what's bad, who's
Boom.
doing what?
Hmm.
Because when you hear that type of stuff, it just lets you know where a person is at. Here you are, you're a person who wants to compete, and there's you're supposed to let competition motivate you. You're not supposed to focus on the competition because now you're focusing on something other than yourself. So um,
So that.
I just want to create, and it just makes me feel good, man. It makes me feel good touching people's lives, people quoting my stuff, and meeting just good people. Even like the dating has changed. Like it's a full circle, man. And if you thought you knew me before, you don't know me at all, man. You just know my skeleton.
All right, bro. We going in. I knew this was gonna be a good one. This is a late night joint, but we had to get it in. So first things first, bro. You said that I want to kind of go backwards a little bit. You said that God spoke to you.
Right.
God spoke to you, but what you thought you didn't want to listen. You didn't want to listen to him. You were kind of blocking your own blessings because you were doing what you thought you should have. This is what my interpretation. Please clarify if I'm wrong. Like for me, for instance, I had similar situations where I didn't want to listen because I thought I knew it all. I didn't want to disappoint family, disappoint friends, etc. And then you said you've changed. Things have changed for you. How do you how are you dealing with your transition, right? With your change and your evolution as being who you are? Because when I first met you, even when I started listening to your content before, I didn't really know you. Obviously, the content is still fire, but the content isn't. It's evolving into something that you were not made popular for, right? So you started being popular for trolling and telling niggas fire game about bitches, which is still essential. But me being your friend, me being one of your students, if you will, I see the evolution. So how are you dealing with any of that decision with like your friends and family, people that love you or knew you when you were in the beginning before you became Afi Kingdom? Are you having a hard time relating to those people? Are you kind of feeling where you have to kind of leave them behind or what have you? How are you dealing with that, bro?
Um, I wouldn't say it's necessarily hard, but it's intriguing. It's not what it's not what you would expect things to be. Uh, Stop. It's not what you would expect things to be. You know what I mean? As far as just support, and I don't know, just like everything. Like I think that everybody in life is meant to do something, but everybody never was tapped into what that is. It's like
Mm.
and they don't figure it out. So I'm blessed to figure it out, and people are gonna fall off and people are gonna think you're crazy. But like one of my people who I looked up to is Kanye West. And this is before he got with Kim and all of this stuff because he dreamed big. And I'm the same type of person. Like I have dreams where I'm like winning Oscar awards and things of that nature. So it's just funny how people can spend so much time with you and don't know anything, and that intrigues me as well. You know what I mean? Like people really think that they know you, and they don't take the time to like figure you out. You know what I mean? Like, um, so yeah, I mean it's hard. It's hard. It's hard, but I look at it like it's gonna be harder for them. It'll
Mm.
be harder for them because they had the chance to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for friends, that goes for family, it goes for females too. Because once I get to the top of that mountain, I'm looking down. I'm looking down. You're not gonna get no second chances, man. Sometimes you just gotta believe in people, and if you don't believe in them, you gotta believe in what they tell you until their track record tells you that you cannot. You know what I mean?
Right,
I
right.
pretty much do everything that I say I'm gonna do. So if you don't trust in that, and like you say, I learned that from you just to be having a conversation about people's needs versus your dreams. My dreams are coming first, man. I
Yeah,
can
man.
because I can give people what they need, but at the end of the day, when they don't need it or me no more, now I'm backtracking.
Then what? You back to square one.
Now we backtracking now, right? I could have just stayed off the freeway. It's like you on the freeway and you stop to get gas when you got a half tank already. You wasting time, you know what I'm saying? You gotta just tap into what you know and cross your fingers and just hope for the best. And if you hope for the best, you forget the rest, man. Like
Mm.
I literally
Right.
literally don't care about anything other than what I'm trying to do.
Man,
And there's many different things, but it's all one thing.
absolutely, man. That's what I'm saying. Like you're I mean, there's so many words to describe you, man, but one of the things that very intriguing. You're a very fascinating individual. I mean, again, a lot of people don't really know you. It's like, I'm pretty sure the person that you're evolved to be, who you are today, I know more about that person versus people in your past. And it's not necessarily their fault per se, because a lot of things that you do that we do, people can't fathom or understand or comprehend it. So, they disregard our dreams or our goals, which is fine. We have each other to rely on and shit like that. But you can be in a room full of people and they don't know who you are. And I like the fact that you have so many things going on and you've been unapologetic in your evolution. I always talk about that on this channel, be unapologetic about being better and all that shit. I'm going to say a word. I want you to tell me the first thing that comes to mind, because we're talking about your evolution. We're talking about what you just said applying to everybody, friends, family, people I looked up to. It doesn't really matter, bro. The manosphere. What comes to mind when I say that word, manosphere, bro?
Because the mind, nonsense, drama, ego, so much ego, man. How can you be a life changer and an efficient coach when being selfless is not one of your attributes? How?
Hold up, bro. All right, let's unpack that, man. And without naming names and shit, but it is what it is. Please, man, enlighten the people, because a lot of people listen to you, Fee. They come to channels like yours. They listen to me. They want to be helped, right? They want to be helped. They really want answers. You said something so profound. How can you be an effective coach if being selfless is not an attribute? Why do you think that is, bro? Please.
Because like people want to help people so they can help themselves, right? And that's just from the monetization, the financial shit, right? So I want to help people so that I can buy a bigger house and a bigger car and live fly or whatever. What you don't understand is it's like giving a donation. My time and my wisdom is a donation.
Right.
So if I get paid for it, it's not to go buy Jordans. It's just someone appreciating my time is what it is, right? Because I understand energy and I understand that you don't always get energy exchanges.
Mm-hmm.
If I give to you, they will give to me. It don't have to come back from you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So when I see things in people that they don't see themselves,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes me feel good being able to tap into that.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? Most of these cats are older, or if they're not old, they're grown.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're 25 years old, how many people have you met at that? You've met thousands of people,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you met thousands of people, but not until you met me, that inner demon that wants to do big things. It took me. You met me in order to get that out of you,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that makes me feel good because look how many chances at the slots you didn't took, right? I see something in you. You improve. You feel good. You tell me about the improvement. That improvement makes you want to improve in other things. Now I know what my purpose now. So once you keep doing that, you also master that.
Right.
You know, like I said, like the money is like for the time because at the same time, people will waste it.
Sure.
you know, and I'm not about to just waste my time because I'm giving away mine,
Right.
you know. And if I was that damn generous, then I would just be just time. I wouldn't have anything for me. I,
Right.
I need to keep some energy for me, but then I give my energy to people who are receptive to it and appreciate it.
Mm.
They give it back to me, and I can tenfold that. It's like a stock exchange, bro.
Boom. Barter value for value and all of that shit. You said so many important things, man, that I think people will want you to unpack. You keep some energy for yourself, Fee. Again, you're about to have you I think you have 17 books. I know some of your goals. You got about 17 books in the chamber, 15. Guys, make sure hold up. I gotta say this periodically. Guys, please make sure you guys follow the Afi Kingdom podcast. I'm going to put all his links in the description of the video, as well as you can see in the upper two right hand corners, the Master of Conversation, which we're going to unpack shortly, Master of Conversation and the Art of Charisma. Please make sure you guys look into that because it's a lot of game in there. But you said keep some energy for yourself, and you also give people energy that is receptive to it. Now, a lot of guys still need you, Fee, for your dating game, for females, even though it's not something that's on a priority list for you, it's a priority list for other people. And one of the things that I like about you is you're not judgmental about where someone is in their life, right? And if somebody still wants to marry a woman, somebody wants to have a child, etc., you're not one of those coaches that says, even though you don't believe in it, you're not one of those coaches that's going to discourage somebody for trying to fulfill their dream. That's one of the things that I like about you. And you have a tendency to get energy, conserve some of your energy, and give it to other people who are receptive. How do you conserve your energy, and how do you determine who's going to be receptive to it or not? Because a lot of guys don't know how to read energy. How do you tell somebody how to conserve the energy and the importance of it?
I can tell by how they value what you give them. You know, I can help somebody, and then they could ask me for more. So that tells me that they're an energy vampire. You know, I've given you something, and you want more before you gave back. You know, that's how I know
Okay.
people who really appreciate it, even if it's not monetary, they'll find another way. Like, hey, you know what I mean? Like I've given away, for instance, free not ebooks, audio books. And then, even though it's free, guys will send me $10. Now, none of the books that they don't cost that, but it's just the gesture of it. That's their way to appreciate because they could just say thank you,
Yeah.
because like I say, I'm making donations, you know what I'm saying? So I like the people who use it, who use it. Because when you use it, you abuse it. It's like, I could tell you. Okay, prime example. So today I made a TikTok video, and it was about how to get over your ex and how to get your ex back. And what I said was, don't focus on the bad, because a lot of times we just focus on those moments and we want those back. But you're never going to get that back because that's why it's a moment. That's a moment is a moment. You can get something back, but it's going to be a new moment. But people want to live and obsess over these good positive things, and even I've been victim to it.
Sure.
So is it that you want that person back because they how they made you feel? Well, guess what? You're being codependent now because you want somebody back to make you feel how they once did. If you had the right energy, you should be able to do that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Boom.
a done deal. That's a done deal, guys. Make sure you follow the Alpha Kingdom podcast, bro. We got big things coming. He's selfless. Remember, if you want to be an effective coach, you have to pay attention to the ones who are selfless, not appearing to be selfless, right? So it's kind of like, a good person, if you will, is somebody who's good when the camera's not on, when nobody's watching, right? So if I'm hot, I'm sourcing a new client so he could choose me as a coach. of course I'm going to put my best foot forward. But sometimes you have to pay attention to how someone handles or interacts with their colleagues, with the other people in the space. Even though we're all in competition, it's all about being respectful. And you got to pay attention to that, guys, because, you know, in order for us to be better, we all have to help one another. And what Afi said about energy exchange, it's not always going to be of equal value or equal, energy, but it's all about the gestures. It's all about the support. Now, Afi, you said something on Saturday. We did a show, a stream on your channel with Glenn Lawrence. Shout out to Glenn Lawrence. You said it's getting harder and harder to teach guys. Getting
Yeah.
harder and harder to teach guys. Why do you think it's getting harder for guys to absorb the things that they need from guys, from a coach, such as yourself?
Because their wants are valued more than their needs. That's why. You know, they need certain things, but what they want is more imperative to them. It's like a hit a crack. You know, you want it right now. You want to feel it right now. But like I said, to me, like, the universe has something better for me. This whole time, I didn't want to write a book because I'm a dating coach in
Right.
that type of format. I wanted to write books my whole life. I wanted to be a personal speaker my whole life. I was doing this before YouTube, but now I have it down to a science of how to do it effectively, right? So it's just about the whole game. Like, if you want to be a master or something, you got to master what it is that you do. Um,
Boom.
yeah, and people's heads just be in the wrong places. Like, I even don't understand how people say, "Oh, yeah, you so cool, you a teacher." See, don't get wrapped up in my sauce. Don't get wrapped up in my sauce, because at the end of the day, that should tell you a lot about my character without me telling you about my character.
Man,
What
let's
is a
go.
teacher's job? Let's unpack it. A teacher's job isn't to talk, it's to find greatness in other people, polish up their skills, and make them believe in themselves. Because just as a teacher, as you know, what do we have? We have kindergarten, and then today we got first grade. See, there's always going to be the next step. So you're getting people ready for the next step. That's what you're supposed to do. Is people want to be teachers because they think they're hot shots, and I'm this wise cat. So let me show how wise I am to these minions, right? But guess what? Your minions can't take none of your knowledge and apply it to their life. So you're not really good at teacher. You're a good talker.
Mm,
That's the difference. A lot of these people are good talkers. I'm not even talking about YouTube. I'm just talking about just period. People can talk, but can they do? And like I said, it's a character trait. Like, it's what I'm supposed to do. Whether whatever the talking point is irrelevant. It's, I know this, and how can I get this person to know this, or their version of this? How big my thing is and how soft and swaggy, that don't even make a difference, bro. That you're just getting a dose of how I feel about myself. And I can't teach someone how to believe in their self if I don't show them with my actions.
facts.
What I'm saying? Oh, how can I do that? Look at me, watch me manifest what I do, watch me stay focused, watch me be charismatic and confident.
Let's go.
That's what I did. I watched other people, just like these books right here. We got the Mac right here. What is the Mac? Charisma. Pimps have the most charisma. It's not about the women part, it's about the internal part. People don't get that. That's
Bro.
ladies are surrounding. That's why the belt there. I'm the champion of these, bros. It is nothing. I'm standing here. Like, there is no, they receptive to the energy.
Right.
Master of conversation. What is that about? That's Ric Flair robe. That's me. That's my version of him. That's Rick Roberts. That's a whole story that I'm writing. Said,
Hold up. Yo, you giving away the yo, you guys are lucky, man. He going in. Yo, this is a perfect segue. All the charisma, massive conversation. Now you guys are getting a dose. So what I want to do, Fee, if you don't mind, I want to debut on my channel, because I know you've been dropping some clips. I would like, guys, we're gonna unpack the book Master of Conversation. Okay, it's a great book. I got the Art of Charisma on my wall as well, but I'm gonna debut the world premiere of the commercials for the books. All right, so hold on, here we go.
It's 2 years. Hey man, there's China.
Hey, man. Hey, how you doing? Remember me?
You ain't gotta go through all that shit.
And then I choose you.
Mr. Pretty Tony, I mean, you know the rules of the game. I mean, your bitch just chose me. Now we can settle this like you got some class, so we can get into some gangster shit.
You shade tree nigga. You ain't no pimp.
Hey, no, you give me 6, all right? That was one. I had one that was 6, and 35,000 plus 1 plus 6 was 7. $35,000 and 7, right? Motherfucker, can you buy that?
In the world today, and the woo!
Fucking awesome. Guys, make sure you guys check out those books, man. Amazon.com. Like I said, the links are going to be in the description. But Fee, those were awesome commercials, man. And it's crazy because, again, I've been fortunate, right? I've been fortunate. I'm behind the behind the curtain. I've been very fortunate to meet you, and you've really opened my eyes to a lot of things. And again, you really put me on your back. I've said this on numerous times, on your back, to allow me to become who I'm becoming, right, in this space, and tapping into my greatness. And in the book, it says, the first one, the Art of Charisma, says respect, love, and manifestation. And I think it takes a certain amount of respect for someone such as yourself to open your home, open your mic and your platform to so many different people, because to me, it seems like you respect the game. You know what I mean? I think part of the game is something that a lot of niggas lack, that they don't have a lot of respect and love for the game. You chose these books, you know what I mean? These pimps and everything. And I think that's a true testament to who you are, man, because you a certain type of cat, man. You real saucy and shit, and you're real intellectual. So I appreciate that, man. But tell the audience, man, what made you pick this character, right? This cover for the Art of Charisma, and who told you that you had so much charisma and made you think that you could write a book about it, bro?
Let me unpack that too, like, because there's plenty of hot parts in the movie, in the people will watch it. That's one thing I don't like about content, is people will watch your content and think they understand what your perception is. So just like, first off, like the Art of Charisma, I choose that part because that part is when the woman chose on the man. You see what I'm saying? He wasn't in the streets like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because get with this. I didn't choose that kind of part. I chose a part where he sat back, dealt with the hater, and the woman came to him. You see how y'all gonna miss that part until I promise you, not one person seen it. They just gonna think that was just the cool part. No. It's the part where the charisma energy brings the woman in with minimal effort. You see, she cold approach him, right? And see, a lot of you guys don't understand this level of game. See, I grew up around pimps, bro. I didn't learn this from no book. I was hanging out in motel rooms at 10, 11 years old with pimps, and they was calling their women bitches, and the bitches was paying them, right?
Real shit.
So when I hear the guys talk about all this expo level pussy chasing, bro, you're not pimping right, bro. You literally teaching cats how to chase hoes, bro. That's what you're doing. You taking pride, and that's it's you're taking pride in teaching people mistakes. That's what you take pride in, bro. You one thing. I don't teach that, bro. I teach dudes how to build their self up to have enough bait to where the woman come to them, bro. I don't teach none of that bullshit because that bullshit that y'all learning is going to give you sex. But that's for half of y'all. That's what y'all want, sex. But if you really listen to what I teach, it's going to give you substance.
Mm.
Substance. It only doesn't attract women; it attracts people. And let me even say this: just like I don't have no for you for whoever dating coach or whatever. Let me check me out. I hope you never think you competing with me, bro, because you running a race by yourself. I don't have any competition, bro. None. I don't look at anybody. I got a whole lane that I created for myself. How can I compete with you? How can I compete with you? I created a lane for me. So that a lane means it's blocked off two ways. You're on the other side of my lane. We're not competing, bro. If you choose to waste your time trying to figure out what I'm doing, have fun, because I'm not watching what you're doing. I don't. The only I don't. I don't am in competition with nobody. The only reason I look at other people's success because I study success, fool. You think we competing? No, I'm just studying who was successful to make my time span a little quicker. You see, it's mindset. Y'all think you think we running the race to each other and shit. We want to get to 100. Who gonna get there faster, asshole? No. I study success. I study success through books, movies, documentaries, and just being a people watcher. So I want to be more efficient and smart enough to learn from other people's failures and success and apply them to mine, bro. So you know what I'm saying? Like I told you,
Right.
my boy said he's doing millionaire shit. Like, okay, well, I mean, okay, what does that mean for me? Like, you know?
Listen, man. Let me say this too. Let me say this too. And I can attest to that. I mean, because the only people that that V watches really are the people that he supports, right? Or the people that he's pushed and nudged to enter this content creator space, right? Remember, for those of you who don't know, again, Afi took me under his wing amongst other my other mentors, but he was the one that really pushed me. He kind of ambushed me. We did a Saturday night panel and shit with all some big heavyweights: Myron Gaines, Fresh Prince CEO, Steve the D. This was a long time ago. This is before all that bullshit. And Afi was like, "Yo, we cooking you, bro. You getting on? You starting content." Now it took me some time, but I say that to say he studies success. He studies the people. He wants to see people do good, but he created a lane for himself. When you create a lane for yourself, you're authentic. You're not really watching anybody. You're trying to become better. There's less traffic,
Yeah.
and it's hard for people to do that. Now, you guys can try, because I know I watch a lot of content. I've seen a lot of the influence, Afi, that you've created. Although you've created a lane for yourself, you've birthed you've birthed a lot of content creators as well.
Right.
Niggas that not giving you your flowers and shit, but are watching. The streets is watching. Now, it's a free for all, right? We all understand that, everyone's gonna get influenced and shit. But the thing I like about you is that you've always mentioned who's influenced you. You were never afraid to give somebody their flowers. And I think this is why, you're so well respected in the space.
Yeah.
You have a lot of contacts. You have a lot of contacts. You have a lot of people that know you. Nobody doesn't not know who you are in this space. And with all the books and the books that you're creating, you're definitely going to be world renowned. You're going to be well known. So let me ask you this, man. So I wanted to kind of say that before I jump into this segue, but Master of Conversation, Ric Flair. He's one of my favorites. He's old school. What made you want to choose that and go that direction with the Massive Conversation? Because Ric Flair was an extreme alpha, but nowadays, a lot of people, it's like for me knowing you, you're just a cool cat, bro. like that West Coast vibe. You know what I mean? Cool cat. You could turn up when you turn up. I'm all energy. You more just cool. You know what I'm saying? And that picture, that scene that you put for Art of Charisma is perfect. So you, because bitches just come to you. You got that energy. You're so friendly. You got like that bartender vibe. It's easy to talk to you, bro. You're non-judgmental.
I was gonna be one too till I realized it was more drinks than the 5 I was drinking.
Right. Yeah, I know. And you
I'm
have
like, what the hell is all this? It's like 500 drinks. I gotta learn all of this.
yeah. I just want to talk to, I want to fix drinks, talk to bitches. Yeah, no doubt. But you have that vibe and that energy. But now, massive conversation. Ric Flair, he's kind of the opposite of you. Like, so let everybody know why you decided to choose that route. As you know what I mean? Like for, trying to get a message across about being the massive conversation.
Okay. One thing just before I get into that, one thing what drew me to you is because you're a giver too.
Appreciate you.
Like that, bro. There isn't. Yeah, people be acting like they like fake givers. They're givers who keep score. It's not a giver, fool. You're not giving anybody anything if you keeping score of what you do. What you're doing is you're planning favors, fool. You ain't fooling nobody. That's the first thing I want to see. The second thing is about the competition.
Okay.
Let me tell you why I'm not in competition with nobody. Because I know cheat codes that I can do that I'm just not willing to. I know how to make my shit pop. I know what the people really want and what they really care about. And I have the knowledge to give it to them. You think I can, these cats care about sex, Tinder. I can make that content. I know how to do that too. But I just choose not to, bro, because that type of stuff is not, they're quick fixes. So it's like, if I were competing, then I would try to win the battle by all means.
Right.
There's just certain things that I don't necessarily want to do, don't care to do. People need to just embrace not what they know, but where you going.
Integrity.
So, yeah, I got integrity, man. Like, and that was one of my biggest mistakes in life is trying to see myself in other people. I wasted a lot of time with that, man. A lot of time.
Man, you've grown so much, man, in a year. You and I have been friends for about maybe, I don't know, I'm bad with time, like about 14 months, year and a half. Let's just say year and a half. You've grown so much with your content too. You know what I mean? You've been passing thresholds. You've been passing thresholds with your viewership, your views. You're averaging anywhere between, Jesus Christ, man, 12 to like 20, 30,000. I think your last upload was about 30,000. So you said something important. You said, what the people want. So you got the cheat codes and you're proving it because you're giving the people what they want. But the difference with that is a lot of people give people what they want and there's no substance in their content and their delivery. You seem to have mastered how to do both. You're giving me some ratchet shit, but at the end of it, I feel like I learned something. It's not like I'm watching a repeat of some ratchet TV shit.
Everything is planned, brother. That's how I know I'm a master at it, because I know how to do it so well you can't tell. You know what I'm saying? Even when I do like a live shows, there's like 6 or 7 segments that y'all don't even know about, because there's 6 or 7 things that I want to teach. As far as the master conversation, why I like wanted to choose Ric Flair, just like that. Like even though we talking and swerving, I still remember everything. See, that was my favorite. Well, him and Jake the Snake was my favorites, but I don't think Jake the Snake would be as impactful because he's not as well known. You know what I'm saying, as a Ric Flair. But when I was young, I was infatuated with that lifestyle because at the same time, everything is a metaphor. Everything go together because basically Ric Flair lived the same lifestyle as the pimps. From what I've seen, the fast cars, the jewelry, he was pimping. He was just pimping and wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the reason why I didn't care about the vitamins, brother. I was like, Ultimate Warrior, this motherfucker's on crack or what steroids? What the fuck is all this?
Yeah, wow, yeah.
I I want the cat with the Ray-Bans and the pinky ring, bro. And that's because that's what I seen. Like people don't know. Like I grew up on the track, not just because I could. It's not that I'm from Oakland. I could have grew up in Oakland in the drug dealer scene. Where that was. No, I grew up in the pimp scene. So it's all about the dynamics of relationships for me. I don't care about how many women I can slay if the dynamics ain't right. You know, it matters. So yeah, I chose that. And as you see, he got a microphone in his hand because wrestlers are the best talkers. People don't know that. People say it's fake. They do. Their wrestlers are damn near better talkers than actors because there is no takes.
It's live.
They got to do that on the whim, bro. They don't have takes. You gotta be. You know how good of a talker you need to be to tell a story, capture an audience. Like when I talk, I be dropping promos, bro, and that's how come I can make like statements that can be shirts and stuff like that because you pick the right words for people to pick up.
Yeah.
So just like on the cover, it's like he got the robe on, he got the belt. It's like camera action, master of conversation. Conversation connects your life with everything. Conversation is the key. That's why art of charisma is first. Art of charisma is the inner game. That's the inner game. Conversation is the outer game. Inner game is first. Conversation is what you put out there.
Now, Fee, I don't know if I can let this cat out the bag, but these two books are what kind of books? Can you say so I don't?
Oh, they're course books.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I wrote the books because like my first book was Conversation with the Mind, and it kind of went over people's heads. Even people listen to it a few times, they don't get the whole point of it. The whole point of it is the manipulator and the victim. Okay, so if I can control you, then you are my victim, right? So what happens is me being the controller, the king, the pimp. I have the soul. I have the person. So if you have that person, they can't do anything, right? So what I did in that book is I went through all of the things that you go through when you knock a woman. You don't just knock a woman and she thinks you smell good because you got some fucking cologne on and she's just your soul. No, bro. You have to tap into her emotions, bro. Multiple ones. You gotta tap into her emotions, and the key is you gotta know when and how to do it. See, a lot of times people they win by default. You see, they don't know how to control the woman. They just control they don't know how to control the woman. They're just intact with their own emotions. Sometimes their emotions attracts the women or puts the woman in check. How they feel, they do something, and then something good may come from it. See, that's not control. Like I can cry on demand if I need to. Whatever. So it's just a different thing. So a lot of people, they just like, even I remember Black Ram interviewed me and he was saying something like, oh yeah, you live somewhere. And I'm like, damn, this is like the king of the deep shit. And it went over his head because he didn't even get what I meant. So it's like, I wanted to make something to where whatever level you're at, once you finish it, you can damn near teach it. You have an understanding of it to where, so what's, because just like the charisma, like if you look at the back of the book, how many different types of charisma? I didn't just say charisma is this and unpack it. I gave you the 10 different versions of charisma. Cocky charisma, purpose charisma. Because people don't talk about that kind of shit, man. Because they know it. They live it. They're in it, so they experience it, but they don't know what on cue.
Right. And that's what I love about this. And that's why I'm so glad you mentioned it. These guys, these two books are course books. Okay, course books. What does that mean? That means that Afi will be accompanying the book that you purchase with the course. All right, stay tuned for details for that. I know he's going to be developing an email list and everything like that, but you guys need to get these books. These books break everything down, okay? They break everything down. I don't want to give too much away. There are visuals. There's a whole bunch of things in here. And these 2 books are really going to give you the ability to teach it. What good is the knowledge that you're receiving if you can't apply it? If you can't teach it, you can't apply it. This is why you guys jump from coach to coach, because you want to get laid for the weekend. And then the following week, you're back to square one. Course book, make sure you guys pay attention to what's going on because it's coming soon.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. If cats still haven't got to the point where sex doesn't matter, can't touch us, bro. Can't touch us, bro. Because your demon is still the vagina, bro. How the fuck we gonna rub shoulders and shit, and your demon is the vagina and my angel is myself? My only vice is fucking Newports, bro. I don't care about coochie. You know? And that, I mean, and you know, and if I really, put my foot down, I could probably stop that too. It's just that, I mean, I enjoy it, bro. I mean, I just accept that I'm not perfect, bro. I don't have to be Mr. fucking perfect in order to teach stuff. That's just like if somebody was keep teaching me crypto, right? And they might have a coke habit. Does that mean they can't teach me crypto? That's their own fucking personal shit, bro. As long as they don't bring that shit to my table when they ask me for a bump, we at school.
Right.
I can do whatever the fuck you want. That ain't got shit to do with me. If you got the knowledge that I need, your personal shit don't matter, man. And that's what I enjoy, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's a very important trait that you have, and I think guys should really try to employ, right? Try to get a little bit of that, is that selflessness. Now, you're a very confident man. You're there are certain things that you expect moving forward. Your standards have changed. They've amplified.
Oh, yeah.
Your standards are no longer your imagination, right? So we talk about standards in the space. A lot of guys are imagining what their standards can be. You, on the other hand, are developing your standards based on the things that you've created. Mm-hmm. So talk to me, bro, about your standards changing. Were the standards of Afi Kingdom last year the same as they are now? And are they realistic for the average person in your life, bro?
Realistic for the average person, no. But I know my value, and I'm a life changer. I was put here to make an impact on life. So if you put here to make an impact on life, you're on some king shit, bro. Kings get perks. Kings don't get the same type of perks that everybody else do. You know, we're special, but we need to be treated special. And this is not submit. It's not. That's so like that's just so like standard, bro. Like of course, like a woman got to be submissive to even get my attention. Let alone girlfriend. Good dudes be like, man, if I got a girl, she got to be submission. No fucking duh, bro. Like for her to even be considered from enough of your time, like that should already be there. Not just the decision between, am I going to commit or not? I don't know, bro. Like I don't even want to shit on nobody, but
let's go.
If you like in a committed relationship, you like low key soft, bro. Because you're not really a king, bro. Because you a king that make deals. You a king that make deals, bro. How the fuck you make deals though, bro? Then let me tell you, either you making deals, or if you got all of the game and you dictating, you better be doing this and doing that. Well, guess what, fool? You're not even getting 100% of the woman. You're not. So you think you're a king, but you're not getting the full woman, bro, because the full woman need a balance, bro. She need to be told what to do, but she also need to be heard. You see, these are the things that unlock the souls, bro. You niggas don't know how to do that. Y'all know how to do it. How do I know that? Because y'all be focused on booty, bro. How you focus on booty and taking souls at the same time? That's the opposite, bro. It's the opposite. It's like focusing on eating with chopsticks and a spoon, bro. It's two different things.
And this is why guys get finessed.
You know? Bro. Because and the thing is, if you're dealing with a grown woman, she's probably met somebody that can do that. So if you over here pointing fingers, I want this and I'm this kind of man and all of that, well, she knows what she's missing, and she's not going to give it all to you. because you're not directing her right, bro. It ain't just because you tell a woman what to do and she listen, bro. You're not unlocking that inner feminine goal chaser and partner that you could have, bro. So, but you so minimal, you think that just because she listening and she doing shit on demand, but see, that's your only thing, bro. Like, there's a reason why there's certain cats who have women that'll die for them, bro. You think you can get a woman to die for you because you fuck good and you make her come? Is that what you think? You think because you can make a woman come, she'll die for you? And I'm not saying that I had women go to jail for me, bro. Fuck you niggas talking about. More than one. You talking about just
Listen, bro.
have sex, you want to get her to bust multiple nuts, bro. What are you, a gigolo?
Listen, my G. I want to unpack what you said, my nigga. This nigga said you a king, you a king making deals, B. You a king asking for permission. Babe, do you mind if I go out with Afi tonight? Babe, do you mind? What kind of king is that?
Right. Hold on. But
Let's
see,
go. Hold on. Let me get zoom out. Go ahead. Go ahead.
the real way, she gonna want you to go out. Cause she know that's what you she know that she's gonna know what you need to do to get the energy for you to provide for her. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. And that's how come I can't talk about this type of shit on YouTube. Because what is this, French? What is it, Cabinese? I know it sound like it, and some of you cats listen and be like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" Somewhere you ain't, bro, because you ain't went to the wall of China like what's behind me with the fur on, like me. You ain't been there. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't stuck. You ain't felt that type of energy, bro. You just like traveling and shit. You cats, you take cruises. It's the same thing as being a thing. It's like you're on monitored excursions, bro. you gotta leave out and come home at a certain time, bro.
Oh, the shit. Yeah, y'all niggas take advantage of the port, and then you got a time limit. You got to come back. You got a curfew. Niggas talking about they can't answer phones, all that shit. Listen, bro. Respect to all you niggas, B. Respect. Do what you want to do. As you know, you want to do that, you do it. We try to provide context and let you guys know the consequences. But if you change your mind, my G's, I ain't gonna hold you. But guys need to start understanding if you this and that, you supposed to be doing that and this. If you a king, you supposed to be a king, bro. You're not supposed to be doing other shit, contradicting your title, distracting niggas and leading them off to the bad path, bro, because a lot of guys are not being helped. They're being lured. They're just being toyed with. And it bothers me that when you have people such as Afi and a couple of other people that are not being recognized for the substance that they have, it's sad and frustrating, bro. It's sad and frustrating, but it gets to a point where, you know what, man? If you know, you know. And if you don't, you don't, bro. And this is why the numbers are low. But like you said, for you building such a brand and such a legacy, man, this shit's gonna outlast you, bro. But a lot of niggas don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They don't.
Yeah, you know what? I don't even care about YouTube numbers, to be honest. Now one thing I said was, I spend all this fucking time on this shit. I need 1 million views. So if I get that, I'm straight. I got that. So this is all bonus, bro. I don't need, I don't need 10 million. I don't need 100 million. Will I take it? Yeah, but they're just landmarks for me now. Like, like I said, I wanna go speak to kids in Africa and shit, and have they ass like ready to like go work out and go like, I don't know. It just be funny, like to me, it just be funny, like the things that people care about. It just intrigues me. Like, you don't care about nothing other than your day to day shit.
That's a good word. Intrigues. It fascinates us because what you care about is really shows you where your mind's at. Right. So, and like I said, man, we're not gonna hold you about what you're thinking about, but it is intriguing to us in this position because we're trying to convey things that you guys may overlook or not think they are important. It definitely intrigues us, and it's all a matter of growth, right? So if you're still on that same shit, looking for the one on a dating app or whatever you're trying to do, you're trying to cold approach, and you're not focusing on the art of charisma, the inner. You're not focusing on the outer. You just gonna be running in place, man, and it's frustrating. And there's just gonna be a bigger disconnect between guys like us and guys like you. And you either gonna come or you not, bro. But at this point in time, man, the evolution. I think being a giving person and wanting to share the information is one thing, but being focused on what is important to us is another, man. And that's where growth comes in. It's growing pain. You gotta cut people off, man, and you have to decide whether your purpose is gonna be bigger than everyone else's needs, and you got to decide that for yourself, bro.
Let me drop a firebomb, bro.
Let's go. All right.
They ain't gonna like this one. They ain't gonna like it. They gonna want to smack themselves. They gonna say this guy, Afi, he's too much. He's just so fucking arrogant. He just thinks he knows everything. I don't know everything, but I know one thing. For you, dating app and internet hollerers, chasers, bruh, you already lost. Let me tell you why. Wife equality is not to be found on the internet. Okay? Wife equality is not to be found on the internet because any woman who has wife equalities and knows her value, she don't put herself on the track, bro. She don't put herself, my mama's not on the track. They know their value. So what they need, they'll put themselves in position. That's what the internet is. That's Tinder, bro. That's online track, bro. You on display. It's the same thing as the hoes in Amsterdam it's the exact same thing. You putting yourself out there to be on display for the best bidder. So you think you're gonna find you one, bro. No, you're not gonna find. You can find you sex and someone who you compatible with. You cats be meeting girls on the internet and they be your girlfriend, their profile still be up. Right? You don't even know. You don't check because you just took yours off because you want to show her. That's another thing, bro. You cats be committed to women only for them to commit to you. Let's think about that. You're not exclusive to the woman because you generally don't want other women, because that's why the fuck all y'all married and guys in relationships cheat then. You only commit to the woman because you want her to match your loyalty. You don't know how to make her match your loyalty by her feelings and what you say to her and how you make her feel. You got to make that compromise. Okay, so I'm not going to do anything, so you don't do it. See, that's the wrong way, bro.
Listen, bro, you guys are, this nigga said, you guys
We're humans. You can't control a human, bro. Not the sex part, bro. And if you do, all you're doing is you just putting a timeline on what they want to do anyway, bro. You cannot control what a woman does outside. And if you understand, it don't take long. You see, guys, we think it doesn't take long for a woman to build a rapport, go on 10 dates, and have this whole thing. No, dudes are so fucking thirsty. They can just post a picture of them 10 years ago. All their high school cats gonna hit them up. It takes 5 minutes, bro. You cannot monitor that, bro. And if you are monitoring it, you can't monitor her desires, though, bro.
Yo,
let them be them, bro.
You cannot monitor a woman's desire. Please unpack that, bro. You can monitor who she's liking, the picture she's liking, the picture she's taking. But how do you monitor a woman's desire, bro?
Become her desire and then monitor yourself. That's all, bro. You deal with a woman, bro, and she doesn't adore you, she ain't the right one for you, bro. That woman has to feel like she's met her match and now she can move on with the rest of her life, bro. She don't feel like that, bro. You're not fucking with the right one.
Art of Charisma, Master of Conversation, course books available on Amazon.com. You heard what he said, bro? How do you monitor a woman's desire? AV, you simply become her desire, bro. What you niggas talking about?
Yeah, y'all go teach that. Y'all go learn how to teach that. Can't.
Yeah.
Can't. You know why you can't? Because you ain't experienced to teach it. You just heard me say it.
Don't get it fucked up. Yeah, the books are out. Course books. It's important and imperative. These are courses that are going to be coming out. Stay tuned for the details. Very important. How do you become a woman's desire, bro?
And look at this, bro. Look at this. See, cats be so inferior that they pick women that they know they can control. That's not an accomplishment, bro. That's not an accomplishment. That's just like me picking a baby up because I know I can throw him far. It's a baby.
That's another thing. A lot of you dudes are talking about rotations of low hanging fruit. Like, come on, bro. You guys have to start understanding what's impressive and what isn't. And it's really telling, respectfully, to the world, not to my audience, but to the world, that it's very telling how what you guys find remarkable in somebody having the
Like
balls.
Brenner and all that. How is she bringing all the dudes? How was that? How was a woman like that desirable, bro? Other than sex, how do you see a woman that acts like a man and you want to be her man?
It's I don't know. What's wrong with you niggas?
I ain't even famous, bro. I can't imagine being famous and going on dates with a chick like that, bro.
Bro, if we talk about this, I said this shit today. I'm like, bro, I'm letting my grind speak for me. My grind is gonna be my dating profile, nigga. My grind, everything that I've accomplished. Look at that. If that you fucking with it, fine. You ain't fucking with it, bro. That's it. Date. Fuck you talking about? No.
Bro, the only time I was willing to make compromises and stuff was at that. I'm not gonna say at that short level, but when I wanted to have a family, I knew that I would have to make compromises.
Yeah.
Now that that's gone, it's over with, bro.
Let me say this, bro. I commend you. I commend you. And you know, every time I always talk about on my show, I talk about, you know, when men and women are better apart together, and I always talk about there are some people, there are some outliers who have created a lifestyle for themselves where they understand that monogamy per se or just having one woman is stupid. And I fucking agree. You're one of those guys that I talk about because you're because the thing is this.
Yeah,
You're at peace with it.
You a coach, you got a girlfriend and you in love, bro. What the how? You ain't even control your own emotions, bro. She can go fuck somebody and you'll tear your whole life up, but yet you're a king to yourself. You're one day away from your own disaster, nigga. Fuck you talking about? You talk all this player shit. You got a girlfriend. You in love and shit. Okay, you got boss game and shit. Let your daddy fuck your girlfriend, and let's see how you feel. You ain't gonna be able to bounce back from that. You know, I don't fall in love with my head. Excuse me. I don't fall in love with my heart. I fall in love with my head, and I have felt in love with my heart to understand that's why I don't want to do it.
Yeah, yeah. It's what I was gonna say to you, man. I commend you on being at peace with a decision to live your life against the grain and the norm per se, right? You're you know, not wanting to have kids, not wanting to be married doesn't make you a bad man. It makes you a man who understands
Myself.
what that's gonna take and what himself. And I always want guys to understand that. You know, even though he doesn't want to get married or have children, it doesn't mean that he can't give you good coaching or advice about those decisions. Why? Because his goal is to make you understand yourself. You see, he understands himself. He wants you guys to understand yourself. So whatever decision you do make, you've made the best decision possible based on you knowing yourself.
You, yeah, man. I don't know. People need to stop living for other people and really live for themselves. Not in a selfish way, but you only got one life, bro. Y'all act like this is a video game and you can just try it again if things don't work out, bro. You only live once. Why not do the shit that you really want to do? Or try. Why not try? You know, you don't get another another chance. I know what makes me happy. I like doing cool shit. But don't, even relationships, bro. Like, I don't get it. I can enjoy a woman's time. We can do relationship stuff, but we don't have to die together, bro, because at the end of the day, we're gonna die alone anyway.
Let me ask you this, bro. Let me ask you this before we go, before we get out of here. Um, What would you say to a person who's just scared, who's scared to lose family, who's scared to lose their identity, all that they know based on conditioning? What would be the first step someone could take into wanting to be liberated, into wanting to know themselves like you do, so they can at least live a lifestyle for themselves and not for anybody else? What's the first thing you would suggest that they do, bro?
You gotta make fear you. Make fear your bitch. You know, what is a bitch? Like your dog, something that you are in control of. You know, you want fear to fear you. It's like Freddy Krueger. Remember Freddy Krueger? Remember he was scaring the fuck out them kids,
Right, right.
and when them kids realized he was only a character in their nightmares, and they start standing up to his ass, then he lost his power. He lost his power when he wasn't in control of their fear. Y'all niggas ain't ready for this shit, bro. Y'all want to talk about what bitches like and shit, bro. What the fuck, bro?
Listen, man, make fear your bitch. So let me ask you this one more thing, one more question. What's next? What's next? What can we expect? I mean, we just reached February. What can we expect for Afi Kingdom, the brand? Where are you taking this thing? Where do you want to take it? And what can people expect from you this year, bro? Moving forward.
Just to accomplish more goals so I can accomplish more goals. I mean, so I repeated that because, once you climb to a mountain and you get to the top, you get more views. But you got to get to the top of the mountain first to see the views that you're going to see when you up there. You know, you may think this is the goal, and then when you get there, you see, oh, it's some cool shit over there. There's some cool shit over there. So I want to get to the top, as far as just things I can tag. Like I want to get a blue check, and not for hoes and shit like that, bro. Like I don't even want to abuse it. Like I told you, like, bro, I get a blue check, I get some status and stuff, bro. I will never deal with a regular woman again, bro.
Yeah, we're so close, man. You guys.
Yeah, for what, bro? So I can spend all my time to make her better, bro. Like she gotta see the value in me and become valuable and make herself better, and and us to be together just by default. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happened when people are on the same frequency happens. When you on the same frequency with somebody, you guys will elevate each other. You don't even got to teach that much. You don't even have to instruct that much because the energy and vibe controls the actions.
It's such a beautiful thing, man.
All that shit, bro.
Facts.
Y'all want to be the director and shit. I want to be the director of movies. You see, y'all want to direct hoes. I want to direct movies.
Productions.
Forever, bro. That's what I want to do. So guess what? So guess what? You could be the director. You could be the best director of your bitch. But if I direct movies from books that were thoughts in my head, well, guess what? In 2076, my shit's still going. Your bitch dead, and so are you. So who was the real director, right?
It's all about living forever, man, through your work, man.
I look at Kanye West and cats like this for motivation, not fucking who got subscribers and shit. Fuck all of that, bro. YouTube can take that shit. They took it from me before. They took it from me before. So why take so much pride in something that you don't really own and you can't even hold on to?
Facts.
You can control of this,
Facts, my G.
The computer is in control. The algo is in control, not us. You cats be thinking y'all hot shit because you doing this and that, and man, YouTube can take it from you, bro. YouTube can take it from you at any time, and then you don't have to eat all your hot words. YouTube can't take away my influence, bro, because I didn't already put too much energy out there. My shit
created it.
I'm changing cats' lives right now while I'm sitting there talking to you. That shit that I done said to cats 2-3 years ago, and last night. It's they up at night thinking about shit that I didn't say. See,
powerful.
I ain't live on YouTube. My shit still my
relevant.
Still growing.
That's what I'm saying.
Over every fucking flower.
That's what I'm saying. Like you know what I mean? You're reaping your crops, man. Your crops are sowing, man. Man, this was such an honor for me because, like I said, man, I'm always, first of all, your wall. That's your wall. That's your wall back there. Definitely a brother, man, and I appreciate everything that you've done for me and continue to do. I'm really looking forward to this year, re-emerging yourself, seeing where you're gonna take the brand. Looking forward to the courses, guys. Make sure you guys follow the Alpha Kingdom podcast on YouTube, Instagram, King Genius Afi, correct?
22 books in 2 years. That's what we're doing. Just like that, right? I studied success. So I like got Donald Goins and Iceberg Slim as authors when I grew up. So they can't continue. So let me be the newer version of that.
And you got more than them. You respectfully, you got more than Goins.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't already top. See that's about success. I see what they did and I surpassed them. And like I said, I'm not worried about it, bro. I'm gonna have me a New York Times bestseller. I ain't worried about it. I don't even know which book it's gonna be, if not all. But like I said, these motherfuckers on Amazon, shit get popping, they gonna buy this shit off of me anyway. This is like a like a stock. How Facebook bought Instagram. Like I'm just building my shit just for somebody to get it, and then I can move on and do something else.
Accomplish goals so you can accomplish goals, baby. That was fire, bro. And y'all niggas are kings that make deals. You guys need to reassess. Those are 2 bars right there, man. I appreciate you, Fee. I appreciate you, everybody. Guys, like I said, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna put all the links in the description below. Leave a comment. I appreciate everybody, man. One-on-one with AV episode 4. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.